So let's go over what we covered in this module. The first thing that we did is we talked about the basic I/O concepts. We talked about the idea of streams in Java I/O and how everything in Java I/O is based off of this concept of streams that kind of act like pipes to carry your data. Then we talked a little bit about the decorator pattern, how everything is implemented using this decorator pattern, which basically allows you to use streams to wrap each other and kind of combine the attributes of different types of streams together instead of having to have specialized ones for each particular combination of things that you'd like to do. And then finally, we took a look at the class hierarchy of the streams in Java, and we saw how there's character-oriented streams and byte or binary data-oriented streams. Then we went through and we actually got into the code, and I showed you how to actually read from a file using a basic file stream in Java. We used a file reader to be able to read from a file. And then we went ahead and we did the opposite, and we used a file writer to be able to write to a file. Then we went ahead and we actually created our own stream reader. We saw how to create a capitalizer stream reader to be able to capitalize input that's coming in. And this kind of gave us an understanding of how this decorator pattern works in Java to make the I/O simpler. We saw that we could use this capitalizer to wrap another stream and to basically not have to even know what the other stream was doing. And so we could add some attribute to our stream chain by making all of the data that we read in capitalized. And then finally, we looked at some basic file manipulation. I showed you how to do things like creating new files, deleting files, and moving files around in Java. So that's it for file I/O in Java, or I/O in general in Java. We kind of focused on files, but these same concepts would apply to network I/O or any other kind of I/O operation that you would use in Java. File is probably just the most common type. And don't worry if you don't get this right away. There's a lot here, and it is not the simplest thing in Java to understand and memorize. But I think by having a good understanding of the concepts here and how the decorator pattern is being used here, you'll be able to quickly figure out what you need to look up, perhaps in the Java reference documentation, in order to figure out how to do this. Or you can always go back to this course to look up how to do file reading or file writing in Java.